got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the Chicago Bears. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Come on, set!
They run with Hines. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. They run again with Hines. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The Bears at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. This is Hines. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Hines. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Hines. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Play action. It's Smith. Forced out to his left. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. The big story all week, Texans coach Lovie Smith making his return to Chicago. Lovie, of course, the coach of the Bears from 2004 to 2012, and he was at the helm when the Bears won that NFC title in 2006. Wound up 81-63 during his tenure here in the Windy City. Then he would have that pit stop down in Tampa and then come back to the state of Illinois as the head coach of the Fighting Illini in the Big Ten before returning to the National Football League. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through.
And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first.
Well, they had the solid field position there to start the opening drive and didn't have to really move it too far to be in range and take the 3-0 lead.
And a lot of times I think that even I look at this a little bit negatively because of where they started with the field position. Hey, they still got 3 points out of this drive. Got a little momentum going. Got things set up for the rest of the ball game. Take the 3, be happy, and move on.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, this defense for the Bears, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Throw left side, hauled in by McBride.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. To throw is Ryan.
Goes right back to McBride.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Here's Ryan. Over the middle, Rodgers has it.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 42.
Throwing again, Ryan. That'll be caught by Rodgers.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
To throw again on second down, Ryan. And he finds the tight end, Rodgers.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here's Chandler on second down. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff to Chandler.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Calais Campbell on the stop. Nothing after one on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
They run it with Chandler.
Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McBride. Touchdown, Texans!
Trey McBride.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Texans have moved out in front.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here we go.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Personal lead. 18, Pioneers. Trap 60, trap 60. Warriors 17.
Now Gino. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And the Bears are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Drop those quick, drop those quick. Hit the street, hit the street.
Now they send the tight end in motion left.
Hines is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Yeah, old school I.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is now 10-7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Well, their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. Is it normal to call his number to run at the corner?
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Aaron Donald just so strong they can't block him, and he records the sack.
You call plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
No, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. 3rd and long. It's Smith.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
boy. 18 cards, back and 60.
Here we go on fourth. Smith. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson.
And he is going to have the Bears first down as this defense went a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on fourth down.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Hey, check that. Street.
On first down, it's Hines. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Reload. 19, 18. No check. Check, hurt.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
Geno down to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's second and 20. Slot man moves right. Another try after the first down sack. Smith. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Sly able to put this one through.
And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on first and 10. The final shot before break. Chandler. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Well, this has been a signature of his over a sensational career since entering the league back in 2008. And you can see still plenty of strength left in that arm for the former MVP.
And I tell you, from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's-eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
And you get a look at the final readout on air distance, according to Next Gen Stats.
Ryan will throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here of the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead. You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Ready? 19 tight. 19 tight. Panther 11. Panther 11. Street. Street.
Back to throw, Smith.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now it's Smith. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. Deshaun Jackson, 87 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Geno's going to throw, and he's got it. So the try for two successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Esker's going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
But doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Now Chandler. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Here's Chandler. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Chandler, and this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Taron Johnson made the stop. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Armani Rogers, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Texans are back within a score. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On second down, right back to Hines.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
This is taken around the 12.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Second down, it's Chandler. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, Chandler. That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. They'll try and run for him. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Ryan.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
And the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
On second down, right back to Hines.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's Smith. Dancing to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Jeremy Chin puts it off.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and the receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
First down. It's Chandler, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. Now it's Ryan. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Bears will get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 18.
A 57-yard punt, 11 on the return. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Ryan. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Smith. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Troy Anderson
picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Smith going to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Hines.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Smith now to throw. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Here's Ryan. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
They'll try the left side. It's Chandler.
Oh, and what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short gain. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the Bears, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week.